You wanna, you wanna, you want a hot body, you want a Bugatti, you want a Maserati.
That's my channel. I'm doing a kind of a haul slash review video today. I'm going to be going over items that I bought last month, and it will go over some skincare items, some cosmetics, and just some random stuff. So let's just get right into it. Let's kick it off with NYX. I've got the Photo Loving Primer in purple and the Hydra Touch primer, and then the primer first base spray. I find that these primers work really well for the price point for them. They're very close and similar to like the Smashbox primers. In fact, I think they're dupes for them. I don't necessarily know if this helps anything with anti-dull skin brightening. I don't think my skin's very dull, but they were out of the green. The Hydra Touch, I definitely can tell it feels very hydrating and it smells amazing. I actually love putting this one on because it just smells so good. And then the primer base, I just like to put this over on top after I put an actual like a cream or like one of these primers on. I just like to kind of go over it with a spritz. It reminds me a lot of the Smashbox Primer Water. It smells really good too. Yeah, just very refreshing. Then I bought two NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. If you guys don't know what they look like this. They can come in a range of different colors. You can use them as like a base or an actual like pigment for your lid color. I like to use this as like a base for like a white or a light colored in the crease when I'm doing like a cut crease like I kind of have on today. I like to lay that on first and then pack a lighter pigment on top to kind of make it pop. And I got, these are pretty cheap in general, but I think I got them at buy one get one half off, so it made one of these like $2 or less. Next up, we've got the NYX Lingerie Lips. So I have, let's see here, I have them in the colors Exotic, Beauty Mark, Embellishment, Corset, Ruffle Trim, Push Up, Teddy, and Bedtime Flirt. I've only used Push Up, but I mean, they are pretty similar to the other one that NYX has. The tube is just long. It comes with a flat applicator like that. They are very moussey when it comes to consistency. And they feel really nice and hydrating on the lips. They just don't tend to stay very long. The staying power of them isn't that great. I mean, as you can tell, they just kind of move around very easily. That's kind of what these ones are like. The other ones that I actually like better, just packaging and everything as a whole, is the NYX Liquid Suede liquid lipsticks, and I only have them in the 6 colors. I do want to get the kind of the bright red one that they have. So I have it in Tea and Cookies, Sandstorm, Cherry Skies, Soft Spoken, Vintage, and Stone Fox. So I love the formulation of these. These aren't necessarily long wearing, but they're very easy to apply. They're very moussey. They've got the flat applicator. This one's a little bit more, I feel like it's a little bit more kind of tilted than the other one, but they just go on. like that. I would say the formula of the two is very similar. They're both very, very airy, very soft, not heavy. They don't really smell that great. They kind of smell just like cosmetics, like a basic cosmetic would. So they don't have like a great smell to them like other liquid lipsticks do. But if I were to choose between the two, I would definitely say get the NYX Liquid Suede over the NYX Lingerie. Last thing I believe I bought from NYX is the NYX Finishing Banana Powder, which I've used this in the past. It's great. This is like just an extra because I've already hit pan on my other one. So this is a great like drugstore brand banana powder if you're not quite willing to commit to like the Anastasia palette or the Shade Light palette, though Anastasia has the Got It refills, so you just, if you just want the one color, you can buy the one refill. Okay, moving on. I bought a drugstore mascara. I haven't tried it yet. It's a Last Sensational Full Fan Effect by Maybelline. I've heard good and bad reviews about this. Currently I'm using Perversion by Urban Decay and the Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. I don't like to open multiple mascaras because they dry out so fast, so once I'm out of my current one, I'll probably try this one out. Okay. So I have Birchbox and Ipsy, and in one of those I have gotten a little sampler of the Jack Black Intense Lip Therapy Lip Balm, and I loved it so much that I bought two more. I actually bought one of these from Sephora and one of these from Ulta because I didn't realize that Ulta carried it and I saw it in store, so I picked it up in store, and then I ordered one on Sephora online. And so these are like my holy grail when it comes to lip balm. I really like them and they're not super expensive. So I kind of have like a little bit of a throw mixed together thing here on Tarte. I have, oh, there it is. So, I bought two of the Energy Lipsurgence. One is the Skin Intuitive Lip Tint and one is the Lip Gloss. So they come, most of the Tartes come like this little pencil crayon looking thing. They have a very strong peppermint smell. So if you like peppermint, this is good for you. They also kind of leave a little tingling sensation. And you don't have to sharpen them. They just kind of go up like a crayon would. So you just do that on the bottom. I like these because they're very easy to use for an everyday look. And I feel like they're very hydrating for the skin. So if you want to add a little bit of color while keeping your lips moisturized, I feel like these are really great for that. This is the Lipsurgence Lip Gloss. Obviously, this is going to be more like a gloss. And this one actually smells like cotton candy. So I have those two, and then I bought the Power Pigments as well, and then a matte lip tint. I do believe that this one probably looks just like the rest do. It's just got a different kind of finish to it. I bought these online at Ulta. And everyone's always asking me if I purchase my makeup or if I get it sent to me. I do purchase my makeup. The only things that I get for free are like little free with purchase items. Like if you purchase, you know, $50 worth of a certain brand, you get a free mini primer or free bag with purchase. I actually have one from Benefit for my purchase this last month. It is a Cineva Beach bag. Anyway, so this was free because I purchased something from Benefit. And then I also got, I actually didn't even know I was getting this, but this little glittery bag here, it's super cute. This came from Ulta for spending a certain amount for the order with them. So it came with actually a whole bunch of full-size goodies. This is actually very great free with purchase bags. Usually, you know, they're kind of like little sampler size this, sampler size that, but this came with like a full-size Mally gloss, came with a full-size Laura Geller lip pencil, I do believe is what it is. Yeah, Laura Geller Perfect Palette waterproof pencil. It's got some dry shampoo in here. It came with like I don't even know how to explain these. These are supposed to be like sample size perfumes, but I mean, this is like the cutest little sample perfume I've ever seen. It's super cute. This is probably going up with the rest of my perfumes. So yeah, those are ways to get free items and try things, is always to look for those little special deals and add them into your cart when you're shopping online. And then just look for good steals. So these these Tarte lipsurgence power pigments. They smell so good. These were on sale. These were 50% off. So instead of paying full price, I got them for half the price. And a lot of them were actually out of stock, so I just got the ones that were still in stock. So it's always good to keep an eye out for those kinds of good deals. And if you are a rewards member, they'll send you emails and updates about those kind of events that they have going on. Clinique Acne Solutions Clearing Concealer. I only bought this because I had a weird breakout that happened. It was like a red spot that was like right on my lip, like right here, and it never like came to a head or anything. It was just really swollen and red. And so the people suggested this concealer to go on top of it because it like literally goes on and then it doesn't move. It like dries hard. So once you get it on, you really have to like work with it quickly, because once it's like on there, it doesn't blend out. But it's got the active ingredient in it is, I do believe, salicylic acid. So what it will do, it will dry out. If you do have like a pimple or something, it will dry it out, and it will keep other makeup from irritating it and getting into it and make it worse. It will kind of create like a barrier, and it will actually work to make it smaller throughout the day while you're wearing it. So it's kind of like putting a little pimple solution on top of your blemish, and then being able to actually put makeup on top of it without it actually like negatively doing the opposite of what it's supposed to be doing. So this is actually a really good buy, and I will keep it for any future issues that I have. I don't really get breakouts, and I don't have acne prone skin, but I think this would be a really good investment for someone who does have acne prone skin, or maybe for like someone who's going through like a teenager. I think this would be a good buy for them as well. And then the other thing that I got during that time was a color correct concealer palette. I found this one from the Ulta brand, and it actually works really well. It comes with 5 different shades. It comes with the yellow, green, purple, and then a light and a medium, just a regular color concealer. And so it kind of tells you what each one will do. Like the green is for redness, the purple is to brighten, you can put it underneath your eyes, and the yellow is to even the skin tone out. I found that this like was really creamy. It didn't really show up from if you put your foundation on top of it. So this is a pretty good buy if you're needing a color correct palette for a drugstore brand. I think it was only like $10. So everybody knows about Anastasia Beverly Hills. I bought her brow definer in soft brown. I think that if you are comfortable with your eyebrows and you know exactly how you would like them to look and where you need to fill in, this will definitely cut the time in half that it takes to do your brows. For me, it didn't really change the amount of time, just because I'm a perfectionist and I have to sit there and make sure both of them match. This definitely goes on very easily. You got to go in with a light hand. You don't want to go in with a heavy hand, otherwise it can look really dark. And it's kind of neat. It comes like with the tip is a little bit thinner here, and it kind of triangles out, so there's like a thicker part that you can use to actually fill in spots, and then you can use the thin part to draw out the tail and kind of define the edges of your brows. Second thing I got is the That Glow kit from Anastasia. This is her highlighting palette, and I got it in That Glow, which is the darker skin tone, because I am a little bit warmer. Right now I'm really pale, but during the summer I get very dark. And this is the colors, and it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so beautiful and so gorgeous. This sunburst color, I know people are intimidated by it, but it's just like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's so gorgeous. I haven't actually used this yet, so I've kind of been like, I don't really want to touch it because it just looks so pretty, but I can definitely see myself using this one as well as my Jacqueline. It's tied right now. It's tied with my champagne pop. Yes, I know. I didn't think anything would top that, but this is definitely a good investment, and I think it was fairly affordable. Under $40, I do believe. Last but not least, from Anastasia, I got 3 of her liquid lipsticks. I got them in the colors Heathers, Sepia, and Pure Hollywood. You can get Pure Hollywood and Heathers online right now you can get it at Macy's, you can get them at Sephora, you can go to Nordstrom, and it's also carried at Ulta now. Sorry, this is Pure Hollywood and Heathers. Sepia you cannot find right now anywhere until they restock it, which they may or may not. They've been saying they're going to for months, and then it just hasn't happened yet. So we're still waiting on that. Sepia, I ended up buying from someone for quite a bit more. These are retailed at $20. I think I paid over double for this one because it is a right now it's considered a out of stock, sold out item, and you just can't find it anywhere. But I was willing to buy it because I absolutely am in love with this color. Her liquid lipsticks, the first time I used them, I honestly did not like it. It didn't stay on my lips. It came off almost immediately on my hand, and I was really disappointed. And then I went back and tried it again after exfoliating my lips and using a lip pencil and a lip primer, and it stayed all day. So I absolutely love this liquid lipstick from Anastasia. I think it's a great formula. It doesn't really smell all that great, but I mean, the packaging is beautiful and the quality is amazing. So if you're looking to invest, I would definitely try her liquid lipstick. We have Ofra Cosmetics. I bought the Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipsticks from Ofra Cosmetics. The formula for them is, they're not so much a whipped formula. They're a little bit more wet, I would say. They go on very easily. They don't dry out your lips, but I have to say that I found that the darker colors you had to reapply. I wore the color Brooklyn out and I had to reapply it like 5 times, which was really disappointing because it is such a beautiful color, but I'm just not the kind of person to go into the bathroom constantly and be touching up my lipsticks after I take a drink of my beverage or, you know, eat a sandwich. I don't know if any of you guys have that problem, but I have that problem where, like, if I eat something or take a big bite, it pushes my lower lip down here onto my chin, and then it will transfer right here, and I'll have just like this pink line like right there. And you really can't fix that when you're out. So I would really like when the lipsticks actually stay on my lips and don't transfer. And I found that these ones did transfer. I have them in the colors Mocha, Staten Island, Americano, Bel Air, Brooklyn, and Laguna Beach. So we have a haul from Gerard Cosmetics. I have purchased items from this company in the past, and I can say that they are definitely upping their game. The packaging that they sent it in was very pretty. They sent it in a little box with their logo, and they when you used to buy items from them, it wouldn't come in an actual box. Like when I bought their lipsticks and their light up glosses, which I have right here. So this is their like light up gloss. You can, it's like Light Your Smile, I think is what it is. Yeah, so like I never even use this and the light's already out on them. They don't really work anymore. And this is the lipsticks. The packaging is very cheap on them, but they're just very pretty because they're little gold bullets. But it's their lipstick. We just wrap it with like a little bit of a foam sheet, I would say, and rubber band it with a little tag that said who did your order. And that was about it. And you'd get it'd come in like a little manila envelope. And that was up until like even last June or so that they did that. And now they have created their own little boxes for these orders. The brow bar came in a little box. So I definitely think they're up in their game here. These are their Hydra matte liquid lipsticks. And the Supreme lip cream. I got the Supreme lip cream in Angel Cake, which smells, oh. The only thing I can describe the smell of this is to that bubble gum that came in the little tape thing that you'd pull out, and it was almost like a measuring tape. That's what it smells like to me. And then they smell like frosting. Like, these smell amazing. I'm gonna give them that. I would say that the formula on these are very liquid. They're not moussey. It doesn't take a lot. It goes on. And they stay pretty well. They dry very matte. They do transfer a little bit, but I found these were very drying for my lips. The nice thing about Gerard Cosmetics though is that Gerard is almost always offering a discount code. If you follow them on Instagram, they're always having a sale, a bundle deal, so you will never ever ever have to pay full price for the lipstick or a lip gloss or a Hydra matte lip cream. I think I got these for 3 for $35, which brought them just over $10 a piece, which is about right for a liquid lipstick. That's a good price point for most of them. I'd say most of them run from about like, let's say $7 to $20, 20 being the higher end line like Anastasia, but I think that the quality of the product is worth it. I have to say their brow bar though, which you don't really ever have a discount code for that. And well, no, they have a 40% off their items right now. This thing is amazing. I have to say that the powder is great, blends really nice, and the wax will hold your like these little guys at bay. Like, this wax is very good. This is a good investment and you can take it with you. Next I have a haul from City Color Cosmetics. I hadn't actually bought anything from them before. I'd seen people use them and then just finally clicked that I should probably try them out. They're a very inexpensive brand, and they even had a coupon code, so I got it even cheaper. I do believe that everything I bought from them on my last haul was probably a total of $20 or less. And I don't think you can really get as much as I did from them even at like Fred Meyer's or Safeway if you were to buy drugstore makeup, because drugstore makeup can even be expensive as well. I have it somewhere. Well, I did have a little thing, a pigment, like a glow pot from them, which I thought I had up there, but it seems to be missing now since I filmed this video. It's a lot similar to the Sephora Luminous Radiant Luminizing Drops, but it's not as liquidy. It is more of a gel. It's just like a highlight base. It reminds me of the What's Up highlighter, but it comes in a little tiny pot. I wish I could show you right now, but I honestly just can't find it. So basically you would just put it on your cheekbones, and then I bought this Intense Exposure Highlighting Powder to go on top of it. I think for the price point, this was very good. It's very... It shows up really well, especially on top of that pigment that I bought. It's just a really pretty, just everyday highlight. And then I bought just 4 blushes, the Be Matte blushes, and I got them in the colors Fresh Melon, Toasted Coconut, Guava, and Papaya. And these blushes are so great. They have a great color payoff. They blend easily. These are just my go-to blushes as of right now. I just reach for them constantly. I think that for the price point, they just are a great deal. As well as this contour effect. I've been using this over my Kat Von D shade light palette. I don't know why, but this color just is such a great contour color for my skin. And I think that this was under $10 for this little guy. Let's talk about the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. This is the only foundation I bought this last month. And it looks like this. And what you do is you just take your foundation brush. I would suggest using a more dense foundation brush or even a beauty blender. I haven't tried it using the beauty blender because I like a more full coverage. But I would just take like a flat kabuki brush or even like a larger. This is the Morphe M39. I'm sure everybody knows what this brush is. And you just take it and pounce it in there and then just apply it like this on your skin. And it's great. It gives you a nice luminous glow. It doesn't make you look super oily, which I was not used to looking luminous. I'm usually used to looking matte, so I found that this was a great transition foundation into looking a little bit more dewy. Next, I have the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay Blush Palette. This thing, oh my god. Can we just talk about this packaging? It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I mean, it's so pretty. I love the packaging on her palettes. I mean, her eyeshadow palette is like the opposite. It's black and this is white. I think I love this palette, this like packaging better than the eyeshadow palette. They're two different products. They're both great, but the packaging on this is just, and it says Magic's in the makeup right here. So beautiful. And who doesn't love Gwen Stefani? These blush colors are just gorgeous. Today I used Easy. It's high payoff. You don't need to use a lot. You just put it on and just blend it out. It's so gorgeous. And the box itself that it comes in is so pretty. I can't get rid of these boxes. I'm just going to keep them. For setting powders, I bought two different ones. The coveted RCMA Original No Color Powder. Holy Grail. Holy Grail, I must say. Anybody, this stuff is amazing. It is in stock now. I know it went out of stock really like fast. But this guy right here, the only complaint I have about this guy is the fact that it reminds me of a spice jar. Like it needs to be on a spice rack because it comes with these very nice big holes in it. And if you don't have something to tap it out on, you're kind of just like SOL. So what I would do, and I would suggest, is just using the lid of another powder container that you have. I'm using the lid of my Bare Minerals mineral veil because I don't really ever use that anymore. And I just have it sitting in here because I use it every day. And it's just sitting off to the side. And that's what I just dump it into. And I just use that baby like it's going out of style. Which really, I mean, I've been using this for a month and it's barely put a dent. So this stuff will last you forever. I feel like you don't need a lot of it. The other one that I bought before I actually got that in the mail, and I only bought a travel size one, is the Laura Mercier Transparent Loose Setting Powder, just because so many people were talking about this before the RCMA kind of blew up. This stuff is great too. I used it once. It definitely, you can bake with it. That's what I would definitely recommend using it for, not necessarily for setting your whole face, but using it just to bake. This stuff would be great, and it works really well. I know that everyone likes their like, what is it, their brightening powder for underneath the eyes, but I tested that at Nordstrom and it just was so shimmery and shiny. I just couldn't imagine buying something for just purposely for setting underneath the eyes and underneath the eyes only. Especially if you are not getting a whole bunch of makeup for free and you're buying it out of your own pocket. Makeup's expensive, so you might as well buy something that can be more universal and used for multi-purpose. And I highly suggest, if you don't know if you're going to like a product, to buy these little trial size. This itself was still pretty expensive for a smaller size sample. I think it was still over $20, but I mean, I barely touched this, and if I would have bought the full size one, I would have paid double the amount for something that's probably going to sit for a while and maybe even go bad. So I highly recommend, you know, the Danger Zone at Sephora to try and look for something if you're like interested in trying a product, and see if they have it there first. And then if you love it, you can go and always buy the full-size product once you're out of the sample size of the travel. Got some makeup brushes because Lord knows I don't have enough of those already. But I was a little disappointed when I got them because there was no description on them necessarily. I just said that they were, you know, little travel size, or not travel size. It said it was just a brush set from Morphe. I did buy this from sleekhair.com, so these are authentic. But I only bought them from Sleek Hair because I had a coupon code and because Morphe was currently out of stock on their own website of their rose gold ones. Now these are very small in comparison to a full-sized brush from Morphe. They're short, so here's like my blush brush, and this is like that one. And I think it's because this is a travel size. I mean, it's a good thing to take with you when you're out and about, but definitely wasn't what I was expecting, and I probably wouldn't have bought it if I known they weren't going to be full-size brushes. Though these eyeshadow brushes, I'm going to say I probably will end up using these just for my everyday ones, because you can never have enough blending brushes or crease brushes, the dome brushes. This is a short shader right there, an angled brush. And this one is very similar to, there we go. So yeah, these two are almost identical. So that's pretty cool. This is, yeah, I would say that this is like identical to a MAC 217. So, and even though I love MAC brushes are great. They've got great quality. There are so many good dupes out there. You do not need to spend the price on MAC to get the look that you can get with a brush that you can get for $15 cheaper. Honestly, it's just a name. It is. It's a brand. It's quality. I wouldn't recommend buying like an Eco Tools brush over, you know, the MAC brush, because you're definitely not going to get the same result with that. But I mean, Morphe makes a great dupe. I would say that Sigma has great brushes that are just a little bit more expensive, but they're both. Zoeva makes brushes. I would even say Crown Brush has great brushes. Just little box sets. I just saw them in store when I was there the other day. This is the Everyday Essentials from Dermalogica. I bought it because it was only $18 and it came with the daily micro exfoliant, which I've been wanting to buy, but I wasn't quite ready to commit for the price tag. I loved the micro exfoliant. I got a little sample of it in just like one of those little pouches, and it did wonders for my skin. I have extremely dry skin, and this just kind of slashed off all the dead skin on there and just helped with my application of my foundation look more flawless. This is a Bliss facial in a box. This has got like 2 uses in it. I'm excited to try this. It's got a mask, a peel, and a treat in it. Up next, I will do these ones first. I really like this brand. I don't know how they say it. I think it's Formula 10. Well, it says Formula 10.0.6. And I have the Deep Down Detox Ultra Cleansing Mud Mask and the Seriously Shine Free Mattifying Oil-Free Moisturizer. Now, I'm not at all oily, but this actually works for people who are oily. I looked and did some research and bought this for someone that I know that is oily, and they love this product. So this is really good if you are oily to just apply on as a regular everyday moisturizer, and it will keep you matte. It will keep you matte throughout the day. This is a very good dupe for the Dr. Brandt. And then last but not least, I've been getting into the Korean skincare. This is the Milky Piggy Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask. Eliza Vika, I think is the Eliza Vika Milky Piggy. Yeah. So what it is it's a really neat thing. I don't really want to open it. It comes like this. I've used it once. It's like really weird clay looking stuff. It's got a little spatula. So once you take it out and put it on your skin, it reacts to the air and it turns into foam, and it starts to bubble all over your face and like starts to foam up. It is just really fun to use. I can't say it necessarily works wonders or does great things to your skin, but it's just really fun to use, and it was very cheap. And I hear Korean skincare is actually really good products for a really good price point. I bought this Professionally Bronzed Hoola by Benefit kit. It comes with a full-size Hoola bronzer and this mini little What's Up highlighter. which is just super cute. It's baby. And a travel like mini size professional primer as well. And this was actually only $1 more than the actual Hoola bronzer by itself. So I figured you were getting these 2 items for free. Technique beauty sponges, because these are really great to have, and you're supposed to toss them, I think, every couple months or so. So I always keep backups. And these were on sale. They were buy one, get one half off. So I got lashes. So I always pick up these Ardell Deluxe Pack 120 dummies. These are good for everyday use if you're not trying to go glam. This is just for everyday. And I always keep extras of these on hand. And then I bought some of the Duo lash adhesive, the brush on strip ones. I really like this one because you don't have to wait for it to get dry, and it doesn't get everywhere like the little tube one does. So when House of Lashes went to IMATS, they launched and released their little gem lash cases. So I got 2 of those. I did not go to IMATS though, but I bought them when they released online. So I got one in the champagne golds and one in the rose quartz. Now, the thing about this is that when you see it online, you see it like this. You just see pictures of this, or you see it open. You don't realize that when you get it, that the bottom half looks really cheap, like this really ugly plastic. And I wish that they would have made it with this thing all the way around. And I saw that their lash story book is coming out, so I may get that. This is a very good idea, though. It comes with a little mirror, which I just realized it has in here today. And then you have a place to put 3 lashes. And then if you open it up, down here has a little compartment where you can store glue and tweezers. And I bought 2 of their mini adhesive sets in the dark and the light, or the clear, I guess is what it is. And I have a love-hate relationship with this glue. Oh, it says it smells like flowers. I don't know that because I haven't actually smelt it, but this glue is so good that it is amazing. It will stay on all day, all night, if you happen to fall asleep with them on. And that's where the hate comes in, because it is so hard to get off. And the glue, the little residue will stay on afterwards. So you really have to use an oil to break it down and wash it off. But this is probably the best eyelash glue that I have used, and it is latex free as well. And then on top of the cases, I just bought 3 more lashes from House of Lashes. I just got them in the Pixie Luxe, Bombshell, and Nora Black Fairy. And last but not least, go into accessories. I bought, I don't know if you guys do, but I go through tons of sunglasses all the time. My kid breaks them all, and I don't keep them in the cases so they get scratched. So I don't buy super expensive glasses for that reason, because I have to replace them so often. So I just bought these glasses from Nordy's for the summer. I guess people have been asking how I get things for cheaper, or find deals. So I guess some tips I have for people who are looking to collect makeup or get makeup at good prices. Always do rewards programs. So Sephora, Ulta, just anything that you can subscribe to for a newsletter or an email. It's always good to do those. I know people hate getting spam. You can just delete it, but you always get the first look or the first release of a sale that's going to happen, or even coupon codes. So I always find that when I do that, I know when they're going to be on sale or at your cheapest, or you can get an extra 20% off. I'm a huge bargain shopper, so most of the time I have found that I get my cosmetics cheaper that way, even though most cosmetics won't be discounted. Sometimes they do. Ulta, this haul that I got from Ulta this last month was about almost $300 worth. My out-of-pocket price for myself, after using their 20% off coupon, which applied to everything, which normally doesn't apply to everything, but it applied to everything, and using my rewards points and using a store credit, it came down to $63. So I mean, there are always ways to get things cheaper, as long as you always know what to look for when you're looking for coupons and what it applies for, and just even trying coupon codes even though if it says it won't work. Sometimes there's glitches in the system. Subscribing to beauty boxes is always a good thing too, because then you can always try a product and see if you like it before you actually buy it. Or sometimes, you know, like I've had a hit or miss with Ipsy. I just got my bag today for March and it's great. I actually got a full-size NYX liquid suede in one of the colors that I already have, so now I have 2 of them. But I mean, if I wouldn't have tried them before, I probably would have went and bought it after trying that one. Last but not least, I use Ebates. I love Ebates. I think that it is such a good app. During the holidays, I did all my shopping online if possible, and I did them all when they were having the double rewards points back. We bought our new comforter, anything that was a high priced item. I always made sure like where we bought it from, it applied towards the Ebates, and I used the Ebates app on top of it. So essentially the way that Ebates works is 2 ways. You can make small amounts by getting certain percents back on small items or small purchases, or you can refer and kind of pyramid yourself. So everybody who uses your referral code underneath you get a certain amount after a year, and they've spent a certain qualifying amount, and so on and so forth. I haven't done that way because I really don't believe in like pyramid schemes or using other people to make wealth. But I just use it for just shopping in general, and I've gotten back, I think, I don't know when I started it. It was only a couple months into the end of the year last year. So maybe 6 months, less than 6 months that I've been doing it, and I've gotten over $100 back. So I mean, you can use that $100 towards other things. The way I see it, it's like $100 worth of coupons that I got off of products, and I didn't pay full price for everything. And then I like to use those and turn around and buy something that I may not have necessarily had extra spending money for, like a new palette that was coming out. So I highly suggest that if you haven't tried it, to try it. It's risk-free to sign up. That you don't have to, you know, spend a certain amount in a certain amount of time. Your first check may be $3, it may be 50 cents. It just depends on how often you shop online and remembering to actually click on the link and have it like register with it so that you get your reward points back. I think that covers everything today.